Row. That old lady says she knows the future.
Rao, beware the Kusai. My spirits tell me that they wish you harm. It was they who destroyed my home.
That crazy old hag sitting over there was looking for you. Watch her. She's only after your money. What? What's that? Oh! This is warm. I want a cold beer. It's not this warm. I'll drink it anyway. It's all right. No big. No, I love you, Charlie. I love you. You know I love you.
I will speak with you later, boy. Raiding tombs? Is this what I raised you to become? That's a job for cowardly thieves and bandits, not a warrior of your lineage. You will need to know how to attack enemies when you are above them. Up you go, boy. Climb the ladder and get up on the roof. With no weapons drawn, carefully head toward the edge of this roof so that you are above the dummies below. Good. Now make the dummies your target by aiming the right analog stick at them. Try it, now. Notice that the X button flashes, then the next button in sequence. You will notice that the icons are glowing fully and that you are close enough to perform the attack sequence. In this case, it is X, then circle square. Do it now. Very good. I can teach you no more of such matters. Draw your sword by holding R2 and selecting your sword. Do it, now. I will give you some fine points with the sword before you're off. Head over to the dummies and use the right analog stick to target them all. Maneuver so that you are facing the X dummy, but are very close to the square dummy. Press square once to attack the close dummy. Notice that if you just press square, you continue to face the X dummy. Get very close to the square dummy again, and press square, then X. Good. You attacked the square enemy without even turning to face him, then took a swing at the X dummy. Now, get very close to the square dummy again, and press square, square. Very well done. You attack the square dummy, then continue to give it a good thrashing. Your sword is going strong. Apply all these skills in your next mission, and I will reward you. To remind you of my challenge, press the start button at any time and choose Bamushu's challenge. Always think about the situation before jumping into a fight, boy. How many enemies are there? Can you get the drop on any first? Do any carry a horn? Do any have armor? Is there an archer watching over them? Taking a second or two to ask these questions might just save your life, Rao. Be careful.
Row. That old lady says she knows the future.
Row, you look troubled. Allow me to read your fortune. Blizzard, give me your hand. You have just returned from a journey. You entered the Hayadoko forest and lived to tell. Few have done this. Young man, you have been tricked. The gold you were recently given is hexed. These coins bear the mark of the Kusai. Avoid this sign. It is evil. Where did you get such coins? I cannot see the one who paid you. He has the ability to hide from my vision. Be careful, Rao. The giver of these coins has great power. You have help, though. You have a familiar. The bird called Kuso. Good. He is your spirit guide sent from the gods to watch over you. Use him and trust his vision. Listen to me carefully, boy. You have importance in this world, that much is clear. You are a tool of the gods, for they watch you move with interest. You need to leave as soon as possible and travel to the mountains north of here. There is a fortress there called Tuku. Seek out an ancient tree and eat its fruit. The fruit that grows on this tree has great power, and when eaten will show you your destiny, for this tree is an oracle. Go there now. But remember, barbarian, this is an evil place. The tree is all that is good there.
Many days did my master travel north in search of the mesa. The story of an oracle intrigued him. Why would someone not want him to know his destiny? He had importance in this world? That is what the fortune teller had said. His life had taken an unexpected turn, and Rao did not know what to expect next. Matai, the god who protects us, one day grew angry at the demons that plagued our world. Drawing a great army of men about him, he came down from the heavens armed with Satu, his mighty Taiha. The sky grew dark with the fires of destruction, while the ground ran wet with the blood of men. A battle that would last 100 years had begun. Many years passed before high in a stretch of mountains, Matai finally faced Yog Sogor, the Demon King. Both armies fell silent, and with a scream that could kill, Yog Sogor's dark axe, Widowmaker, sliced off the top of a great mountain, and the world trembled at the fury of the Demon King. Indeed, this weapon was great and powerful, but it was no match for the mighty Taiha, Satu. Matai leapt across the valley, attacking swiftly, blowing up a powerful storm around him, and a false night fell across the land. Eventually, the dust of battle settled, and there at Matai's feet lay Yog Sogor. Seeing this, his demon horde scattered, fleeing back to their world of darkness, trapped forever in eternal night. But this victory did not come without cost. In piercing the Demon King, Satu had become embedded in the mountain. Matai was a powerful god, but the battle had left him weak, and he was unable to free his mighty ally. So returning to the heavens, he instructed his disciples to construct a temple around Satu, and it be called Vaitaku, the Great Battle. Years passed, and the weapon that was carved from heavenly wood began to take root in the mountain. Branches stretched from its body, and the weapon slowly turned into a great tree. Not long after, fruit began to grow on its limbs in abundance. Fruit that could open your mind. Fruit that shows the future. Fruit of the gods. Book of the Damned, Matai 3:13. The Rakus, who were also known as the Protectors in some parts, were feared and revered throughout the lands. Guardians of the families that bore the Mark of Kri. They ensured that the spell hidden within the sign could never be invoked. For centuries, these warriors have stood watch, guarding humanity from darkness. Mark of Kri was first discovered, the families that bore it were persecuted. People began to fear the markings for what they could bring. Many people were killed before it was realized that the malediction would not end. When someone with a mark dies, the next born in the family line continues the curse.
Seek out an ancient tree and eat its fruit. The fruit that grows on this tree has great power, and when eaten will show you your destiny, for this tree is an oracle.
Rao, I bid you welcome. You did well to make it this far. It has been a long time since my vision has been used for good. I thank you for this. You have a heroic future ahead of you. Many songs will be written in your honor. Your name will be used to comfort children on stormy nights. Barbarian, you shall one day sit amongst gods. But first you have questions. You are troubled. The fortune teller was right in sending you to me. Who is the Dark One you aided yet repaid you with a curse? What was the parchment you stole from Sambu Usu's tomb? Who are the Kusai, and where is your place in all of this? The Kusai are an ancient order, an evil sect who worship the dark gods and wish to control this world. The Dark One, as you call him, is also evil. He wishes harm to you and your family line. He has ideas above his status. He is a twisted magi, a sorcerer, and a necromancer. It is he who attempts to hide your importance from you, as only you can stop him. The scroll you stole from the tomb of Sambu Usu was not what the Dark One would have you believe. It was not paper. It was skin. Human skin. The mark on it was a birthmark, a design holding secret words hidden within. Words written in an ancient tongue. Words from a long-forgotten spell known as the Mark of Kri. 6 people have this mark, each holding a line from the spell within its designs. The Dark One has searched many years for these, for they are words of power. He has now found 4 of these symbols. He has 4 lines of the spell in his possession, one of which you unwittingly secured him. The 6th symbol is safely hidden and well protected, but alas, the 5th is now prisoner to the Dark One. The 5th mark belongs to a boy held in a temple where he awaits death, for soon he will be sacrificed. Barbarian, therein lies your destiny. You must go to the boy. Do what you can to save him. He is where your future lies. Before you go, I have a gift to aid you in your struggle. This is Tayaha. It is an ancient weapon carved from my body. It will help you fight many enemies at once. Now, travel back to your home, and let Bamusu teach you the ways of the Tayaha. Use this weapon wisely, and learn well, Barbarian. Be strong. Much depends on you.
My master's head swam with the information the oracle had given him. The Dark One had tricked him into unwittingly aiding the Kusai in the pillaging of a tomb and the theft of a skin that bore the Mark of Kri. Now, all that stood between the Dark One and unearthly power were 2 skins, 2 final marks that held the last lines from Kri's dark spell. But what of the 6th? The oracle had seemed deliberately vague about this final mark. Troubled, my master rushed back to the inn where he could learn how to use the taiha before traveling east to Meifiti, where the Kusai held